Here comes the radio guy with all new audio content for the broadcast industry with voiceover talent, John Gale.
Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to the live stream today. It is Thursday and you are watching the radio guy. We're going to be doing some live radio broadcast voiceover production for radio stations across the U.S. today. And we're excited to start. Over the next 60 minutes or so, I'm a part of the RFN network, the Radio Forecast Network, and we are going to be doing some weathercasts. I'm a group of about 220 radio stations across the U.S. and around 80 different voiceover artists. I'm one of them. Some of them are meteorologists. Some of them are just broadcast professionals. And we produce weathercasts for radio stations across the U.S. And first off, I'm just going to make sure that we have a correct volume level here. Voiceover artists, I'm one of them. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Not too bad. We're testing some new equipment today. We're using a Focusrite Scarlett Solo digital interface today. We had some digital glitching problems yesterday using our Allen & Heath Z14 mixer. And so we're trying this today. It is a little Focusrite Scarlett Solo. All right, so it's just basically a preamp for my microphone here that goes directly into my computer digitally through a USB cable rather than the old analog, little quarter-inch plugs that we used to have, or XLR plugs. This is just a little USB port. All right, enough of all that. We're going to get started with some voiceover radio broadcast production now with our first station on the list, which happens to be WZCC. If you are just now tuning in, we want to thank you for watching today. Make sure you give us a little thumbs up. In the comment section below, you can tell us where you're watching from, what city, what state, what nation. We would love to engage with you today, talk with you a little bit about maybe your interest in radio broadcasting, what you do in radio production or audio production. You can follow us on our YouTube channel too, by the way. It's called The Radio Guy. Just search for us. You can subscribe by hitting the red button, and you'll get notifications every single time we load up brand new content. You'll be the first to know, and that's pretty cool. We're going to get started, like I said, with WZCC AM. This is a country station located in Chiefland, Florida, part of Levi, Dixie, and Gilchrist. I'm using a DAW called Adobe Audition. This is a digital audio workstation. It does all of our audio editing. It's kind of a standard for radio broadcasting. You might have heard of like Pro Tools or something like that. Ableton Live. This is another one of those called Adobe Audition. We're going to start our recorder here. I just have some denoise and some mastering on my microphone here in real time. We'll come back to that. This is a dry read. There's no jingle behind my mic on this. It's just my voice highlighted there in real time. You can see in red the waveform creating as I speak there. All right, we'll put 30 seconds on the clock for this forecast. We'll switch to the forecast view and let you read along here. We're going to start with the opener up at the top. And since this is 3 to 6 p.m., we're going to go from tonight through probably maybe Saturday morning, something like that. And then we'll do this promotional close right here at the end. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Starting our timer right now. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather. As we head into the evening, partly cloudy skies expected tonight. Some light winds out of our northeast. A low temperature around 65. A slight chance of some afternoon showers on your Friday, becoming partly sunny with a high reaching 84, and mostly cloudy overnight Friday evening, a low of 68. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. All right, gang, and that is what we like to call a one-take Johnny G. We celebrate that with a little confetti and some New Year's Eve cannons and sounds and noise. New Year's Eve cannons. I didn't know there were New Year's Eve cannons. All right, we're going to switch over here to the Adobe Audition large screen view. We'll find the front and the end of the forecast. It's right here in the voiceover. So we're just going to trim using our razor tool, highlight and delete everything else. We're going to drag back the voiceover here to the front end of things. And here's the end of the forecast. We'll trim off all that extra stuff there as well. All right, now we're going to bounce this down to a brand new audio file of its own in stereo, adding some mastering and some broadcast compression settings, some normalization and equalization. Let's take a listen here to potentially the finished product. We're going to audition it. We will need to trim it off before we send it on to Florida. Here we go. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather. As we head into the evening, partly cloudy skies expected tonight. Some light winds out of our northeast. a low temperature around 65. A slight chance of some afternoon showers on your Friday, becoming partly sunny with a high reaching 84, and mostly cloudy overnight Friday evening, a low of 68. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat is it seems a little brighter than the Allen and Heath, and I don't know. Yeah, I've boosted, it looks like, no, I boosted my high end on the equalization. It might just be the preamp is kind of bright, which I like. I like it kind of adds some 10K there on the end of this. This is ready to be exported, so we're going to Control-Shift-E. That is the shortcut that brings up this export file window right here. That's how we save it, as a WAV file or an MP3 or whatever. In this case, we need to save it for the radio forecast network as a 44/100 hertz stereo 16-bit sampling rate at 128 kilobytes per second with a constant bit rate. Yeah, some technical stuff there for you. I don't even know what it means, but it sounds good. WZCC is the file name that we need to name it. WZCC AM ADR for afternoon drive. We're just going to overwrite yesterday's forecast here. I'm going to switch the views and go ahead and find it here in my eDrive, a little solid state 5 terabyte eDrive. If you have any questions about some of the equipment that we're using today or anything in regards to what we're doing, just let us know in the comments section. You guys are kind of quiet today. Off this goes via MP3 over the internet through something called File Transfer Protocol, kind of the old school Dropbox. That large file can go right over the internet into a computer folder. So that's how that works. On time, good job. We're going to move on to our next signal on the list today, which is WKAL. This is in Utica, New York, Rome, New York, out of Oneida County, and they have their own jingle bed. So we've created a multi-track template session for that a few months back. We're going to open that up here, WKAL. Right here behind me, you'll see the music bed in track 1, and my voiceover here in track 2. Since we changed over to the different digital interface, I am going to have to arm this each time here, and that's fine. Try this here. No, that's not what I want. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong track. All right, why? There we go. All right, so we'll go to mono, and we're going to pick that one and hit record. There we go. All right, so we have signal going into track 2 for the voiceover in Adobe Audition. Start our recorder now. All right, we'll come back to that in just a moment. This is for, like I said, New York. This is a news talk radio station. The weathercast airing this afternoon between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a news talk station 1450 WKAL. Let's put 29 seconds on the clock. And let's switch to the forecast view. You guys can read along with this one as well. All right, starting up at the top with the open, we'll do tonight through probably Saturday night, and then do the close at the bottom. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies expected tonight. Some calm winds out of our south and a low temperature around 45. It will be mostly sunny on our Friday, a pleasant day with some light and variable winds out of the west, a high reaching 66. Partly cloudy overnight Friday evening, a low of 43. That's your latest official 1450 WKAL WeatherBug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. I'm a little long, so I'm going to go ahead and reread. I'm about a second over. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies with some calm winds out of our south, a low temperature around 45. It will be mostly sunny on Friday, a pleasant day, a high reaching 66. And cloudy skies roll in Friday evening with some light winds, a low of 43. That's your latest official 1450 WKAL WeatherBug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. All right, and that is the read that we want, indeed. Let's switch over here to the Adobe Editing large screen view and let you see the editing process as we finish up this production. We're using a razor tool in Windows, Adobe Audition, CS 2020, a part of the Creative Suites package. All right, we pulled back our voiceover here to the front. Underneath the jingle bed for WKAL. They have a music bed there. Looks good. We'll bounce down both these audio files together, add some mastering and effects. Let's take a listen to the finished product. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies with some calm winds out of our south, a low temperature around 45. It will be mostly sunny on Friday, a pleasant day, a high reaching 66. And cloudy skies roll in Friday evening with some light winds, a low of 43. That's your latest official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. All right, looks good for WKAL. We're just going to trim off the ends here and make sure that they trigger properly. If you have a big dead spot in the front or the back, there's going to be a little pause, and we don't want that. So it's going to trigger right into that beginning of the production with some music in this case, and then my voiceover. WKAL is ready to be exported to my E drive. I'm going to name it and claim it here. WKAL AM 80R, overriding yesterday's forecast because nobody really cares about yesterday's weather anymore, right? We want to know what's going on today in New York. And so we will do that. We're going to send, otherwise I'd have a folder full of hundreds and hundreds of forecasts, and I don't want that. All right, so off it goes via FTP over the internet. On time, good job. We're going to move on now from New York to Fairborn, Ohio, WGNZ and AM signal there. This is for Montgomery County, the only Democrat county in the whole state of Ohio that went Democrat on the election night. I think so, anyway. WGNZ is has a pre-created multi-track template signal template, just a template. It's got the music bed there in track 1. I've already added some mastering and some compression and different things on my microphone here. Going to choose my mic and arm it. There we go. Start our recorder now. This one airs this afternoon between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a Christian news talk station. They have a very long promotional close. It's more promotion than it is weather. So we'll switch to the forecast view. I only can do about 10 seconds of weather on this, believe it or not. Let's start our timer, put 25 seconds on the clock, and here we go. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center, as we head into the evening, mostly cloudy skies during the evening. No. One more read. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center, as we head into the evening, mostly cloudy skies tonight, gradually clearing by morning, a low of 43. It will be sunny and pleasant on our Friday with a high of 69 degrees. When your drain lines are clogged, you don't know what to do, call Greenview Plumbing, 937-825-7569. Licensed, bonded, insured for all your plumbing needs. Call 937-825-7569. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. All right, and that is pretty much a one-take read. We like to celebrate those with some confetti. Somebody shout. All right, going to find the front of the forecast here and trim it out with our razor tool. Get rid of everything else. Let you see all this up close and personal here. This one has a stinger in the front, and then it begins to fade out right there. So we're going to line it up. As it begins to fade out, that's where we want the voiceover to begin. Just like that. All right, we're ready to bounce down both these tracks and combine them into one, mixing the music bed with the voiceover. We'll add some mastering and effects here. Let's take a listen to the finished product. Here we go. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center, as we head into the evening, mostly cloudy skies tonight, gradually clearing by morning, a low of 43. It will be sunny and pleasant on our Friday with a high of 69 degrees. When your drain lines are clogged, you don't know what to do, call Greenview Plumbing, 937-825-7569. Licensed, bonded, insured for all your plumbing needs. Call 937-825-7569. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. From the Miami Valley's. All right, that looks good. We're just going to trim up the front end of things right there. Again, so it will just trigger right into the production as it begins. The backside looks good there. So let's Control-Shift-E. That's the shortcut to bring up this export file window. You can do it a myriad of other ways, file, and then scroll through each thing. But after a while, the shortcut keys seem to work quicker. All right. WGNZ, we're just going to copy and paste the file name here. And right from off that page right there into this export file block. Control-C, Control-V. You know that little trick. All right, overriding yesterday's forecast, and we will go ahead. Now it's saved as an MP3. Now we can find it here at the top, open it up, and send it over the internet to Fairborn, Ohio. We're ready to move on to the next signal on the list on this Thursday edition of the Radio Guy. It is WQBR. This is the Bear Country Station, a pair of country stations, one in Scranton and one in Altoona, Pennsylvania. 99.9 and 92.7. This is a dry read, 20-second read, where we have two actual reads for them. One is for evening and one is for the overnight. This one is for the evening. We'll pull back here, pick our microphone, hit our record button, and arm it. There we go. Start our recorder. 20 seconds on the clock. Switching to the forecast view, you guys can read along. Here we go. Starting our timer right now. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for tonight. No, can't be sunny at night, can it? Not any night that I know about, especially this time of year. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies with some calm winds, a low temperature of 43. Sunny and nice on Friday, a high reaching 70. And mostly clear skies overnight with some calm winds Friday evening, a low of 43. Patchy fog on your Saturday morning, becoming sunny with a high of 70. I'm John Gale from WQBR. All right, we went over a couple seconds. I wasn't really watching the clock very close on that one, I have to admit. And the way we're going to fix that is by digitally compressing the file, changing the time, but not the pitch of the voice, but changing the actual speed and tempo of the actual voiceover here. Let me bounce this down first to its own track. Now we're going to zoom in again extra tight to make sure there is no pausing on each side, because if there is, that will be elongated, or in this case, it will be truncated because we are compressing it. So we'll go to the time and pitch feature and then the stretch and pitch process right down here at the bottom. That brings up this export file window. New duration needs to be a perfect 20. I'm going to just use my arrow key and scroll down. I need a sound effect like a whistle blow, or, one of those, something like that, like it's descending and ascending. All right, let's take a listen, see what this sounds. We had to shorten this up by about 2 seconds. I want to make sure it sounds copacetic. Let's take a listen. Here's the latest from the... I didn't add my mastering. Here we go, one more time. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies with some calm winds, a low temperature of 43. Sunny and nice on Friday, a high reaching 70. And mostly clear skies overnight with some calm winds Friday evening, a low of 43. Patchy fog on your Saturday morning, becoming sunny with a high of 70. I'm John Gale from WQBR. Here's the... All right, that actually didn't sound too bad at all, sped up by about 2 seconds. WQBR is in the can. Going to name it for the evening forecast, overwriting it, and we will send it on to Pennsylvania here. Just real easy and quick like this. Open it up, hit that FTP button, and off it goes over the wild blue yonder. Now we can do their overnight version. Same forecast pretty much, but it's going to be heading more into the morning for your Friday. Starting our recorder right here behind my head. We'll switch again to the forecast view. 20 seconds on the clock for this one as well. Here we go, starting our timer now. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into our day. Sunny skies expected with calm winds and a high reaching 70. It will be mostly clear overnight Friday evening, a low of 43 with some patchy fog developing by morning Saturday. Sunny skies the rest of the day, though, and a high reaching 70. Partly cloudy overnight. Nope, that's not going to work. One more read for this one. Just trying to get a good handle on that. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into your day. Some sunshine expected with calm winds out of the southwest, a high reaching 70. Mostly clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 43. With sunshine on Saturday, a high of 70 degrees. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? One more read. We're not good on this one. One more. Here we go. Michelle, long time. You haven't been in here in a long time. Long time, Michelle. Here we go. Here's the latest from One more. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into our day. Some sunshine expected with some calm winds out of the southwest, a high reaching 70. Mostly clear skies overnight Friday evening, calm winds and a low of 43. Sunshine on our Saturday with a high near 70. They don't want a near. Crud. They don't want a range. Good, I know. All right, reset. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into your day. Some sunshine expected in the mix with some calm winds and a high reaching 70. Mostly clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 43. Sunshine again on your Saturday with some patchy fog in the morning, burning off by around 9 a.m. A high reaching 70. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. All right, a little fumble there. I'm not quite sure. We're going to try it, see what it sounds like. This one was a difficult read for some reason. Don't know why. We'll switch over here to the Adobe Editing Large Screen View. Scroll in real tight here again. We're going to compress, see what this sounds like. Compressing the tempo of the voiceover. Yeah, we're only about 20, almost 21. We're okay. We'll go over here to the time and pitch under the effects tab, time and pitch, stretch and pitch. And we'll want this to be a perfect 20. It's already there. 20. Here we go. Let's listen. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into your day. Some sunshine expected in the mix with some calm winds and a high reaching 70. Mostly clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 43. Sunshine again on your Saturday with some patchy fog in the morning, burning off by around 9 a.m. A high reaching 70. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. Here's the... All right, that's all right. Little weird ditty with my voice, but it sounded very natural, like a normal mistake that you would make if you were speaking. So we're going to keep it. WQBR is ready to roll. Let's go ahead and copy and paste the file name into the export file window block here. Add our extension dot in this case, and the overnight read for Pennsylvania is ready to be sent on its way. There it is. It's now an MP3, and off it goes. Hey, welcome Anita and Michelle to the group. Welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you both for being here. It is greatly appreciated. KULH is up next. KULH-FM is in Brookfield, Missouri. This is a Christian radio station called The Wave out of Chillicothe, Trenton. Those are the cities there. Macon County, Adair, Livingston, and Lynn. This is KULH. Let's look for the music bed. There it is. Got the music template there. Track 1, as you can see, in Adobe Audition. In track 2, we will arm this. Pick the microphone that we're going to use today. We're using a new piece of equipment today. If it sounds a little different, Anita, please let me know. It's a little brighter, I can tell that. It's a Focusrite Scarlett. I can't really show it. I might be able to pick it up and show it to you here. This is what it looks like. This is a tiny, actually it's very small compared to what you're seeing here. It's very tiny. About 4 or 5 inches long. Anyway, it's a little preamp for my microphone and a digital interface. We were using the Allen & Heath board, but it caused some digital glitching yesterday, so we went and bought this and see if that'll fix it. 28 seconds on the clock for this read. Airing today between 3 and 6 p.m. We'll switch to the forecast view here. Take a look at what we got weather-wise for Brookfield, Missouri, starting our timer now. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, mostly clear skies expected, some calm winds with a low temperature around 46. Sunny on your Friday with some light winds out of the south and southeast, a high reaching 72, and clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 49. Sunny again on your Saturday with some gusting winds in the afternoon, a high near 71. And that is a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. Guys, that is a one-take read for KULH-FM. And using our razor tool, we're just going to trim out. We're going to trim out the voiceover from everything else and show you that here in this production view. Here's the start of the weathercast right there. Highlight everything else, pull her back, delete it. Line this up directly underneath the jingle as it begins to fade out. Here it is. Unmute the music bed and bounce down both these audio files together, combining the music with the voiceover. Add some mastering and effects. We're going to add a fade, trim it up, and send it on its way, but let's audition it first. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, mostly clear skies expected, some calm winds with a low temperature around 46. Sunny on your Friday with some light winds out of the south and southeast, a high reaching 72, and clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 49. Sunny again on your Saturday with some gusting winds in the afternoon, a high near 71. And that is a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, so there's a lot of music that we don't want, and they only want it to be like a 32-second read, so we're going to just highlight the back end of that jingle that we just trimmed off and go up to our favorites tab and add a quick fade out to that. Perfect little fade here. And listen to it. I'll play it for you just like that. Nice, isn't it? Kind of repetitive, but nice. All right, we'll clear out this time selection here. Go to the front of things and trim off the little dead air at the very top so it triggers right into the production. We're going to name this KULH. KULH FM ADR. There it is. Take out that one. Okay, and we'll overwrite yesterday's forecast because nobody cares about yesterday's weather. We want to know what's going on today. Off it goes. The MP3 via file transfer protocol over the internet directly into their automation computer in Brookfield, Missouri. All right, we're going to move on now to KEYE. This is a new station for us. It is located in Perryton, Texas. Ochiltree County? I've never heard of that. Perryton, Texas. KEYE. This is an AM signal country station, and this is a dry read, meaning there's no jingle behind me, just my golden-throated, warbling, velvet-coated voice, if you want to call it all that. Arm the track here with my microphone and start our recorder. We'll come back to that production in just a minute. Let's look at the forecast. All right, this one airs today between 3 and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And for KEYE, 25 seconds on the clock. Let's start our timer right now. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. Clear skies tonight, some calm winds out of the north and northeast. A low temperature, a chilly 40 degrees. It will be sunny and warmer on Friday, a high reaching 73 with some gusting winds in the afternoon. But partly cloudy skies will roll in Friday evening. Again, some gusting winds, a low around 48. I'm John Gale from your country, KEYE. All right, guys, that's another one take for KEYE FM, or AM in Perryton, Texas. Welcome, Perryton, to the group. Glad you're with us today. Here's the start of the forecast. We'll switch to the editing view and let you see me razor tool this out. There's where the voiceover starts into the forecast. Highlight and delete everything else. Pull that back, bounce her down. Thank you for the Pac-Man emoji, love. Appreciate that. Yes, indeedy. All right, we'll add some mastering and effects to this. Take a listen. Here we go. The forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. Clear skies tonight, some calm winds out of the north and northeast. A low temperature, a chilly 40 degrees. It will be sunny and warmer on Friday, a high reaching 73 with some gusting winds in the afternoon. But partly cloudy skies will roll in Friday evening. Again, some gusting winds, a low around 48. I'm John Gale from your country, KEYE. All right, that looks good for KEYE AM. If you just tuned in, we're doing some live radio broadcasts, some weathercasts for some radio stations, some voice over audio production. Control-Shift-E is ready to export this file to my E drive. Going to name it KEYE AM ADR, making it a MP3. Overriding the forecast, we will now find it as the MP3 that we just created and send it on its way through an FTP script program right into their production folder of their automation computer at AM Radio KEYE, Perryton, Texas. And now we can move on to their FM signal. Again, this is a dry read as well, so we'll just keep the multi-track template session up behind my head. Switch to the forecast view here and start our recorder again. Let's scroll it back to the front and start it. Okay. All right, 25 seconds on the clock for this guy. This is for the FM station, My FM. This is a up-tempo AC adult contemporary format. So here we go. From the My FM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening, clear skies expected tonight with some calm winds coming out of our north and northeast. Our low temperature, a chilly 40 degrees. It will be sunny and nice on Friday with a high reaching 73. Some gusting winds in the afternoon giving way to partly cloudy skies Friday evening. Still windy with a low right around 48. I'm John Gale for Perryton's great music station, 93.7 My FM. All right, guys, and that, yes, sir, another one. Take Johnny G, and Casey Allen's in the house. Welcome, Casey, to the group. Casey Allen says Trump 2020. Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, I'm optimistic. I don't know. I woke up with an incredible peace in my spirit today, and just a feeling of not having to worry. I don't know what it was, because I'll tell you what, I've been irritated, to say the least, about all of this. Yes, I'm a conservative, and I voted for Trump, and I'm proud of it. But anyway, I know a lot of folks, really feeling like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, this stuff going on. I think you're going to see it's going to last a little bit. I think about 2 weeks, and we'll see here what takes place after some litigation, possibly, to find out what's going on here. All right, we bounced it down. Enough about politics. Thank you, Casey, for bringing that all up. We appreciate it. Get me started. You know how it goes. We'll switch to the Adobe editing view here and bounce it down to its own new audio file. Add some mastering and effects, and let's listen to the FM version for KEYE AC station out of Perryton, Texas. From the My FM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening, clear skies expected tonight with some calm winds coming out of our north and northeast. Our low temperature, a chilly 40 degrees. It will be sunny and nice on Friday with a high reaching 73. Some gusting winds in the afternoon, giving way to partly cloudy skies Friday evening. Still windy with a low right around 48. I'm John Gale for Perryton's great music station, 93.7 My FM. All right, looks real good. We're maybe about half a second over. Let's trim it out and see what happens here. Trimming off the dead airs on both sides of things, so it will trigger right where it needs to trigger into the next thing. Trigger, not Roy Rogers' horse, but trigger like when it starts. Yeah, we're about 25.2 milliseconds over, 0.2 milliseconds over. So the way we're going to fix that, go up to the top here under the Effects tab again, time and pitch down near the bottom of the Effects tab options there. That drops down the sub-menu. We want the stretch and pitch process. Changing the current duration to 25 exactly. So we're shaving off 0.2 seconds there digitally. All right. From the My FM WeatherBug. Perfect. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut to go ahead and save this file to my E drive, and we'll send it on its way to Texas here in just a second. Gonna make it an MP3 first, overriding yesterday's forecast. Otherwise, I'd have a folder full of them, and I don't want that. Here's the MP3 we just created. Let's put it here in this window for the Managed Weather FTP script page. And off it goes via File Transfer Protocol, the MP3. On time, good job. Hey, we want to welcome Steve Bellinger to the house. Welcome, Steve. Welcome back. He says, hi, John. Happy Thursday, just on lunch, listening to 106.3 W292DK from Detroit, which is a translator station airing Air One programming. And, of course, I got you on as well. Have a great day, sir. I tell you what, Steve, you're amazing that you can listen. When I used to work at WHIO Radio, we used to simulcast the Reds games, Cincinnati Reds games out of Cincinnati from WLW, and they gave us the master feed. WHIO doesn't do that anymore. They don't broadcast the Cincinnati Reds anymore. But anyway, they did back in the day when I was working there. And I'd have to listen to the Reds game from WLW in the one ear and listen to my programming, and there was a delay. And it was funky, let me tell you that. One of those things where you're hearing two things at once and your brain is trying to figure it all out. Can you shave all more time here in the lovely 2020? Casey, you're not making any sense. You've got to stop drinking during the afternoon. I cannot change time, my friend. Cannot do that. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut to go ahead and export this file to my E drive here. Let's do that first and send it to KEYE. How about that? Control-Shift-E, name it and claim it. This one's going to be KEYE FM ADR. There we go. Make it an MP3 and overwrite yesterday's. Now we can send it again. I think we already did this, but we're going to do it again anyway. Off it goes. Okay. On time, good job. Let's move on. KIUL. KIUL is up next in, Garden City, Scott City, Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. KIUL AM is a news talk station. So we're going to go ahead and close. Well, you know what? This is a dry read as well. We'll keep this template up. Just delete the audio file there in track 1 and start it again. 6 to midnight tonight, Central Standard Time for this weathercast. Let's go to this view, let you read along. 30 seconds on the clock, please. Western Kansas weather. Dry read, no jingle behind me on this one. Here we go. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. Clear skies expected with some light winds out of our east, becoming south-southwest after midnight. A low temperature around 39. It will be sunny and breezy on our Friday, but a nice day, a high reaching 77. Partly cloudy, still a bit windy Friday evening, a low of 51. And sunny and windy again on Saturday with a high reaching 73. Clear skies Saturday night, a low of 50 degrees. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, that was good. And a one-take read for KIUL-AM. We're just going to trim this off. We're going to digitally stretch this because I'm about a second shy on this forecast. So using the razor tool, I'll let you see this process as we edit it in Adobe Audition CS 2020. Scroll this back here. If we zoom in real tight, let's bounce this down to its own audio file, add some mastering now, and you can see we're a little shy of 30. We're only at about 29.256. Scroll to the front. We want to make sure, thank you for the Pac-Man emoji love. Make sure that's nice and tight. Now we'll go back up to the effects tab. Again, we're going to do a little stretch here digitally. Time and pitch, stretch and pitch to a 30. Perfect. All right. Hit apply and boom shakalaka boom. Let's take a look. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. Clear skies expected with some light winds out of our east, becoming south-southwest after midnight. A low temperature around 39. It will be sunny and breezy on our Friday, but a nice day, a high reaching 77. Partly cloudy, still a bit windy Friday evening, a low of 51. And sunny and windy again on Saturday with a high reaching 73. Clear skies Saturday night, a low of 50 degrees. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. Yes, you are, and there is none other. KIUL is up here in the can, as we call it. We used to say that back in the day when we used reel-to-reel tape. You would finish your production and actually put it in a little tin can and send it off to wherever you needed to. It was called in the can because you were finished with it. You were done with the production. All right. On time. Good job. Let's move on to another dry read for KKGM Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. This is a 1630 AM station, Southern Gospel. Woohoo! Format. 20 seconds on the clock for this read. I believe it's 20. This airs today. Yeah, 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. Here we go. Read along with me from the open down from tonight through Saturday and then the close. Here we go. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening, clear skies becoming mostly cloudy towards daybreak overnight. A low near 58 degrees. It will be mostly sunny on Friday, a nice day, a high reaching 76. And clear skies overnight. Expected Friday evening, a low temperature around 53 degrees. All right, and that was another one take, guys. Yes, indeedy, a one take Johnny G. Somebody shout, "Where's my confetti?" There it is. Using the razor tool, let's trim out the voiceover. Find the front of the forecast here. Highlight and delete everything else. You know, Michelle, I don't know if you're still watching or not, Michelle, but you can actually follow me on the Radio Guy, and you'll get notifications. You can watch me on that channel rather than on my channel. You just lazy. That's what happens. That's what happens. You didn't follow me on the real channel. All right, here we go. Bouncing it down. We'll add some mastering and effects to this. And let's see, some multiband compression here. Let's take a listen. Finished product here for KKGM. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening, clear skies becoming mostly cloudy towards daybreak overnight. A low near 58 degrees. It will be mostly sunny on Friday, a nice day, a high reaching 76. And clear skies overnight. Expected Friday evening, a low temperature around 53 degrees. From the 16th. All right, looks good there. And a perfect 20. Let's go ahead and trim it out. On both sides, making sure it's nice and tight there. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut to go ahead and bring up. Hey, Tom Slack's in the group. Welcome, Tom. Glad you're with us today. Tom is now part of the Radio Guy family, and we're going to give you some, let's give you some charge. Let's do this. Welcome, Tom Slack, to the mound. Yes, indeed. Wow, what royalty you have become, Tom. Here we go, KKGM. Let's just copy and paste the file name here. Overriding yesterday's forecast, we're going to look for it here in the E drive as an MP3 and send it on its way to Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. Tom, is everything working well with the reads for your weather for Philadelphia online radio station, famous 56 Boss Radio? Check them out online. Some great music from the 60s, 70s, and I think that's about maybe 60s, 70s, 80s. Sounds good, Tom. I was listening the other day. Do you ever do live shifts on there? I haven't heard you yet doing anything live, so or not live, but voice tracked or anything. All right, off this goes via FTP to Dallas, Fort Worth. We're ready to move on from Texas to Florida. WTBH is up next. TBH is in Chiefland, Florida. This is a Christian radio station. Joyful Sounds Radio 91.5 FM. They have their own jingle bed here. We're going to open that up. And let's arm our microphone here that we need to choose. Hit our record button. There we go. Start our recorder. Airing 6 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. This is Florida. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Alrighty, starting our, let's go to the forecast view. Sorry about this. It's hard for me sometimes to remember everything going on at once here. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies with some light winds out of our northeast, a low temperature around 65. A slight chance of an afternoon shower happening on your Friday, but mostly sunny skies the rest of the day, and a high reaching 84. Cloudy skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 68 with a chance of showers on Saturday, a high of 83. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All righty, we're going to be okay on that one. I think we're a second shy, but that's okay. Let's switch over here. That's a one take, guys, for WTBH FM. Back to Adobe Audition we go as we trim up this voiceover forecast. I think here's the start. Yeah, I believe that is. Pull back. All right, let's zoom in here tight on the end of this. I started to talk right there, it looks like. I want to get rid of that. All right, yep. All right, unmute the music bed here. We're going to bounce down both the audio files, the music bed with the voiceover track here, combining them into one new audio file. And we'll add some mastering and some compression here. Let's take a listen. We're going to trim off all of that jingle bed, add a fade on the end before it goes off, but let's audition what we have so far. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies with some light winds out of our northeast, a low temperature around 65. A slight chance of an afternoon shower happening on your Friday, but mostly sunny skies the rest of the day, and a high reaching 84. Cloudy skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 68 with a chance of showers on Saturday, a high of 83. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right there is where we're going to add a little fade. So let's trim off all that extra jingle, and we'll just add a quick little fade here on the end. Real easy, just like that. Unmute that and scroll back to the front of things. I think we got a millisecond or so of silence to get rid of. So it triggers right into the forecast for WTBH. Let's go ahead and just copy and paste the file name. We're going to create an MP3 now of this production and send it on its way to Florida. Here it is, all ready to roll. Off it goes. On time, good job. We're ready to move on to Louisiana. WTYJ is up next. This is a dry read for Ferndale, Louisiana. So we're going to open up a dry template right behind my head in Adobe Audition. Switch to the forecast view. Arm our track. Start our recorder, and let's see, we've got 30 seconds on the clock for this read. Airing today between 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through 6 a.m. Alrighty. Check. All right, what's going on? There we go. Sorry. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. WTYJ, WMIS, Weather Lab Radio for Louisiana. From the WTYJ, WMIS Weather Lab overnight, mostly clear skies expected this evening with some light winds out of our east and northeast, a low temperature around 51. Sunny and beautiful on our Friday, a high reaching 75, and partly cloudy skies expected Friday evening. Again, some light winds out of the east and northeast, a low temperature of 58. A chance of some showers on your Saturday afternoon, becoming sunny with a high of 73. This is John Gale reporting. All right, good one-take read for Louisiana. Tom says, thanks, John. The weather spots are awesome. Again, thank you. I do a simulcast for another oldies station in South Jersey, WVLT, cruising 92.1 FM from 6 till 8 p.m. 2 hours of all requests from the 60s, 70s, and the 80s. Yes. Yes, indeedy. All right, let's scroll back here to the front of things, and we'll trim out the voiceover for the weathercast. That's awesome, Tom. Good to hear. Bounce down and add some mastering and effects, and let's take a listen. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight, mostly clear skies expected this evening with some light winds out of our east and northeast, a low temperature around 51. Sunny and beautiful on our Friday, a high reaching 75. And partly cloudy skies expected Friday evening. Again, some light winds out of the east and northeast, a low temperature of 58. A chance of some showers on your Saturday afternoon, becoming sunny with a high of 73. This is John Gale reporting. Yes, indeedy, it is. We're going to trim it up. We're a little shy of 30. Again, we will do the quick expansion here, Digitally, we're going to stretch it a little bit to a 30. It's just about a half second shy. There we go. Control-Shift-E is ready to export that file to Ferndale. Ferndale, Louisiana, WTYJ, WMIJ, WMIX, whatever it was. I can't remember. An FM and AM combo here, I believe. Off it goes. On time, good job. We're going to move on to GRI, Cincinnati, Ohio. Close out this template. I'm going to grab something to drink really quick. I'll be right back. Just hang tight, guys. Here, I will give you some weather to read in the meantime here. Let's do that. Let's switch to this forecast. I'll be right back. Haven't done this in a while. Hang tight. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, gang. Just had to get me some water. Okay, there we go. Let's put on our headphones and see what we've got for WGRI, Cincinnati, Ohio. Up next, on the radio guy, going to open up a pre-created multi-track template session for them. That includes their jingle bed here in track 1. And we're going to arm my microphone. And track 2. There we go. The Adobe Audition CS 2020. Part of the Creative Suites package. Welcome back, everybody. Glad you hung in there with me. I appreciate it. 24 seconds on the clock. Airing today between 6 and midnight. Eastern Standard Time for Inspiration, 10:50 a.m. Let's see what we've got. We'll go to the forecast view. You guys have been reading over that. I appreciate that. little light reading. Here we go. Starting our timer right now. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies, gradually clearing by morning with some light winds out of our south. Our low temperature around 44. It will be sunny, very pleasant on Friday, a high reaching 70. And clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 43. Sunny on Saturday with a high of 70. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. And that, my friends, another one take for WGRI. All right, where's the front of the forecast? Let's find it. Here we go. Starting our timer right now. Right now. There it is. Switch to the Adobe editing view here. We'll get rid of all that extra stuff. Scroll back to the front. Add the music and bounce down both the audio files together as one. Some mastering and effects here. Let's take a listen. Here we go. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies, gradually clearing by morning with some light winds out of our south. Our low temperature around 44. It will be sunny, very pleasant on Friday, a high reaching 70. And clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 43. Sunny on Saturday with a high of 70. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. If you just tuned in, we're doing some live radio broadcast audio production, some weathercasts for around 20 different radio stations across the U.S. Just finishing up this forecast for Cincinnati, Ohio, WGRI. And I'm going to copy and paste the file name, Inspiration 1050. And off it goes, let's see, via FTP, File Transfer Protocol. It's now an MP3, and it's going right over the internet into their folder there for their automation computer, and it will trigger then later tonight between 6 and midnight. We're going to move on to HKO, WHKO, Urban Signal, one of the Cox Radio Broadcast Group, part of WHIO. This is WHKO. And HKO used to be their call letters for K99. Somehow they switched that up. Not sure what I haven't kept up with that over the years, but it is an urban signal now. Airing between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time. We'll put 30 seconds on the clock here. Not sure the frequency number on that. Let's start our recorder. Right behind my head, we'll switch to the forecast view. This one has some really funky music. We're going to dance like Elaine from Seinfeld after we're finished with the production. Take a listen. Here we go. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies, gradually clearing by morning. Our low temperature around 45. Sunny and pleasant on Friday with a high reaching 69, and clear skies expected overnight Friday evening. Some light winds out of our south. A low temperature around 43. Sunny on Saturday with a high reaching 69, and again some clear skies overnight Saturday evening, a low of 48 degrees. That's your date and area forecast from the Weatherbug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. And that, my friends, a one-take read for WHKO Radio. Dayton, Ohio. And here we're just going to switch to the Adobe editing view, pull back the voiceover, line it up under the cool music here, bounce down both the tracks together, add some mastering effects. It's time to dance. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies, gradually clearing by morning. Our low temperature around 45. Sunny and pleasant on Friday with a high reaching 69, and clear skies expected overnight Friday evening. Some light winds out of our south. A low temperature around 43. Sunny on Saturday with a high reaching 69, and again some clear skies overnight Saturday evening. A low of 48 degrees. That's your date and area forecast from the Weatherbug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for... All right, they were just shy there of the 30. That's not my problem. Let's go here and trim out the edges of this. Let's make it a perfect 30 for them. Here we go. From the 24-hour Miami... Perfect. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut to send this on its way to Urban Radio, WHKO-FM in Dayton, Ohio. Here we go. Overriding yesterday's forecast, we'll go ahead and send this on its way. Thank you for the nice mug information. I'll tell you about that here in a second, Tom. We had these great mugs made from Zazzle.com. You can check them out. Just go to Zazzle.com. Search for the Radio Guy. This is a 20-ounce jumbo mug. On one side, you've got the Radio Guy logo. I mean, these are huge mugs. You know how most of those little tiny mugs that they make, they don't show, or that you can't even fit your whole hand in the little, in the part, where your fingers go. Look at this. I can fit all of my fingers there and my thumb on top easy because it's a big jumbo mug. 20 ounces of your favorite beverage. Again, the Radio Guy logo on one side. On the other side, the vintage radio broadcast announcer with the antique microphone and a bubble that says, I've got a face for radio. Because, Tom, as you and I know, you ugly if you're working on the radio. Now, if you got a good voice and a nice face, you can work for TV. But if you got an ugly face and a good voice, you got a face for radio. Anyway, you can find that on sale there every once in a while. I think it's about $19 with some shipping. All right, HKO's in the can. Just a little shameless plug for me. Forgive that. I don't think anyone's ever ordered one. I ordered one, so. Did I send HKO off or not? I'm not quite sure. I can't even remember anymore. That's what happens when you get old. HKO, let's just resave it. If we didn't, yeah, there it is. And off it goes. Off it goes. On time, good job. WCVX up next. CVS Cincinnati, Ohio. Sharonville, Forest Park, Blue Ash, Cincinnati. This is Hamilton, Claremont County. WCVX is an AM signal, 1160 AM Christian talk radio. And they've got their own music bed. So we're going to switch out, close out this template for HKO and open up a new one, a pre-created multi-track template session that we made many months back with WCVX's music bed here in track 1. And my voiceover. In track 2, you can see highlighting in red there with the waveform in true time. 6 to midnight, this forecast will be airing on 1160 AM. Christian Talk, WCVX. 30 seconds on the clock. Switch to the forecast view. Here we go, Cincinnati weather. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies gradually clearing by morning. Our low temperature around 44. It will be sunny and nice on Friday, a high reaching 71 with some calm winds out of the southwest in the afternoon. Clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 43, and sunny on Saturday with a high of 70. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. And that's a one take. One take, Johnny G for WCVX. Here's the front of the forecast. Let's find it and trim it out. Pull back, line it up directly underneath the music bed, bounce down both those audio files together and add some mastering and effects. Let us take a listen. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center. I forgot to unmute the music. Did you notice that one? Oh, mistake. Rebounce. Add the mastering. And again. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies gradually clearing by morning. Our low temperature around 44. It will be sunny and nice on Friday, a high reaching 71 with some west in the afternoon. Clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 43, and sunny on Saturday with a high of 70. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. I'm John Gale. Again, we're over our 30 again, so I'm just going to trim off this here in the top. Up to the effects tab we go, time and pitch, and then the stretch and pitch. You've got it by now, all right? Here we go to the perfect 30. From the Christian Talk 1160. Good. Control-Shift-E, and we're going to save this to WCVX AM EV. Overriding yesterday's forecast. Nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Cincinnati. We want to know what's going on right now. FTP, off it goes. Unless we're in the middle of a hurricane or a tornado or something like that. WPLK is up next. This is a nostalgia station, yes, in East Central Florida. Palatka, Florida, Putnam County, St. John's Flagler. WPLK AM 800 FM 98.3. Palatka, Florida. Let's open up a pre-created multi-track template session for them. And arm our microphone here. Start our recorder in track 2. We'll come back to that editing process in just a minute. Let's do this read. 30 seconds on the clock for WPLK. Read along with me. We'll start with the opener up at the top. We'll go from tonight through probably Saturday. Maybe Saturday night, and then do this promotional close right here. Here we go. Starting our timer right now. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, a slight chance of some showers early on, becoming partly cloudy with some light winds out of our north, a low temperature of 66. A chance of some showers and thunderstorms on your Friday afternoon, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 81. More showers likely early on Friday evening, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. All right, and that was a one-take read for WPLK Palatka, Florida. Scrolling back to the front of the forecast right here, we're going to trim it out and show you that in the Adobe Editing large screen view. Let you see that up close and personal. Unmute the music bed. We'll bounce down both these audio files together. What happened here? Palatka. That is hot on the end there. That is a weird one. All right, let's scroll back to the front and let's listen from the beginning. Let's audition it. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, a slight chance of some showers early on, becoming partly cloudy with some light winds out of our north, a low temperature of 66. A chance of some showers and thunderstorms on your Friday afternoon, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 81. More showers likely early on Friday evening, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. All right, looks good for Palatka, Florida. I don't need to trim off the backside. Let's look at the top. Yep. Just a little millisecond right there. Control-Shift-E again, the shortcut to bring up the export file window. This is what saves it to my E drive. We're going to name it WPLK AMEV. Creating an MP3 that we're going to overwrite yesterday's forecast, and now we'll just send it on its way to Florida. Over the internet and through the woods to grandmother's house she goes. We're going to move on to the next signal on the list, KIMX, Cheyenne and Laramie, Wyoming. Closing out this template for WPLK. Let's open up a brand new one. All we're doing is weather. Yes, sirree, KIMX. Music track, music bed in track 1. Arming my microphone in track 2. Starting our recorder in Adobe Audition CS 2020. And let's put 26 seconds on the clock for this forecast airing between 6 and midnight Mountain Time. This is a dual read for 2 different cities. Laramie right here, Wyoming up at the top. It's very cold there already this time of year. And this is Cheyenne, Wyoming here at the bottom. There's a difference, slight difference, 2 degrees right here, 4 degrees right there, and 2 degrees right there. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. We're going to do them together and just give a range of temperatures, or say in the mid or upper or lower, things like that. 26 seconds. Let's give this a shot. Here we go. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, mostly clear skies with some light winds out of our west and southwest, a low temperature in the upper 30s. It will be mostly sunny and nice on Friday, a high reaching near 70 degrees, and mostly cloudy again Friday evening, light winds out of our west with a low around 40 degrees. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, and that is a one-take read for KIMX Radio FM. KIMX. KIMX is a CHR format here. And we're just going to trim out the voiceover from everything else. Oops, I made too many cuts there. I hate when I do that. Click and drag, and let's line it up directly underneath the music bed right there. Zoom in a little tight here, and let's see how that fade looks. Not so good. Let's pull back a little bit more. There's a better spot for it. Unmute the music bed and bounce down both the audio files together. Add some mastering and effects. Let's listen. Here we go.
KIMX weather.
From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, mostly clear skies with some light winds out of our west and southwest. A low temperature in the upper 30s. It will be mostly sunny and nice on Friday, a high reaching near 70 degrees. And mostly cloudy again Friday evening, light winds out of our west with a low around 40 degrees. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, looks good for KIMX. We're just going to trim off the front end of things and on the back side as well. There we go. And Control-Shift-E. This guy is ready to be exported to Wyoming. Here we go, saving it to KIMX FM. EV overriding yesterday's forecast. We will look for it here in my E drive right here. KIMX, and move on to our their sister station, rather. K-Hat Radio, country format, there for the same two cities of Laramie and Cheyenne, Wyoming. Just a different template because, of course, it's a different format. They've got a different jingle bed. Country station's going to sound a little bit different from a CHR format. Starting, let's arm our microphone here. Start our recorder, and track 2, you can see behind my head, highlighting in red there in real time again, 4 to midnight Mountain Time, 24 seconds only for this read. Dual read, but close enough that we can give it a range. Let's see what we've got. Starting our forecast view here, New Country 96.7. Let's give her a shot. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, mostly clear skies expected, a low temperature in the upper 30s. Friday becomes sunny with a high reaching 70 degrees and mostly clear skies expected overnight. Friday evening, our low temperature right around 40. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. And that's a perfect read for K-Hat Radio. All right, we're going to scroll back here to the front of things for K-Hat's Weathercast and trim off our voiceover where the weather forecast begins. Highlight and delete everything else. Pull this back. This is a donut. As the jingle stinger fades, that's where we want the music to begin. And then again, it bounces back up. It ramps back up at the end. We will bounce down both these audio files together, the music and the voiceover, adding some mastering effects. This used to be my favorite jingle bed. It's still one of my favorites. Let's listen. Here we go. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, mostly clear skies expected, a low temperature in the upper 30s. Friday becomes sunny with a high reaching 70 degrees and mostly clear skies expected overnight. Friday evening, our low temperature right around 40. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. Perfect read for K-Hat Radio. I like them when they're a little more laid back like that and you've got plenty of time. It's not as rushed sounding, you know, when you're kind of doing it like that. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut to go ahead and name this file, K-Hat FM EV. Overriding yesterday's forecast, we will save it as an MP3. And go ahead and send it on its way to Cheyenne, Wyoming, off via FTP, File Transfer Protocol. We're going to move on to KMAR. KMAR in Winsboro, Louisiana. This is Franklin County. This is a new station to the radio guy, relatively new. KMAR. They've got a great jingle bed here. And we'll get to that here in just a second. Going to arm our microphone. Start our record track on and hit the record button. All right, this one airs today. Let's see, overnight or evening? Just evening forecast. KMAR, 24 seconds on the clock. Switch to the forecast view here. This is for Thursday evening. Okay. Starting our timer right now. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast. Mostly clear skies tonight with some light winds out of our east and northeast. Our low temperature around 48. Sunny and absolutely beautiful on your Friday. A high of 75 with some clouds rolling in overnight Friday evening. Some light winds out of the east and northeast. A low of 56. That's a look at your KMAR weather. Might be a little shy on that. We'll see here. And it is a one take anyway, though. We'll call it a one take. Yeah, we will. One take Johnny G. That's what we are. Come on anytime you want to trigger one take. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's find the razor tool and trim it out. Right there is a good spot. We'll switch to the Adobe Editor. Highlight and delete. Here's our ramping down music. Looks good right there. And maybe back a little bit more even. Something like that would be good. Unmute the music bed. We'll bounce down both these files together. The music for KMAR's weather music bed. And mastering and effects here. Let's listen. This is my new favorite jingle. Take a gander. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast. Mostly clear skies tonight with some light winds out of our east and northeast. Our low temperature around 48. Sunny and absolutely beautiful on your Friday. A high of 75 with some clouds rolling in overnight Friday evening. Some light winds out of the east and northeast. A low of 56. That's a look at your KMAR weather. All right, one thing, my voice is a little hot, a little quiet in comparison with the music bed. I'm going to pull back the music bed down a little bit more. We're going to go to -2.1 on that. -2.1. Let's rebounce down and just listen to that. As we start to get quiet there in the middle is where you can really hear the music kind of overpowers a little bit. Let's listen to some of that. With some light winds out of our east and northeast, our low temperature around 48. Sunny and absolutely beautiful on your Friday. A high of 75 with some clouds rolling in overnight Friday evening. Some light winds out of the east and northeast. A low of 56. That's a look at your KMAR weather. All right, that's good. In the KMAR. Real good. Actually, that was much better that way. All right, KMAR. Well, let's name it here. I sure hope you are enjoying yourselves. I know I am. I could do this all day long, and you know what? Pretty much I do. KMAR is in the can as an MP3, as we say, and we're about to send that via file transfer protocol over the internet into the automation folder for Louisiana's radio station, KMAR-FM, where it will trigger then later on this evening. And that's going to be it, guys, for today's edition of The Radio Guy. A Thursday's already in the can. Can you believe it? Friday's tomorrow. Unreal. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. You can subscribe to us there. Do a little search for The Radio Guy. You'll see my face. And you click the channel, hit the red subscribe button, and you'll get notifications when we load up brand new content. You can also check us out on social media. Lots of new pictures of behind-the-scenes stuff there on the.radio guy on Instagram. The Radio Guy pretty much everywhere else. We're going to do it again tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Until then, make sure that you are careful. Wear your masks. Keep believing. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.